Good evening, everyone. Hi, sorry we're having a little bit of technical difficulties. Hi, Alfred. Good evening. We are in New York City in Midtown. This is Fifth Avenue. We're standing next to Apple Store. Hey, Gina. Good morning. And we're going to take a walk around Midtown Manhattan, and we'll see how far we're going to venture. Hey, Nana, no. Hey Dave, hi, thank you for stopping by. The weather is right now it's still showing 61, but it's really not feeling 61. It's windy. It is supposedly 15 degrees Celsius, but with wind it feels lower. And tonight in a few hours it's supposed to drop, and real feel with wind will be about 47 at 10 o'clock p.m., which is 6 or 7 degrees, so it's still cold. This is the corner of East 59th Street and Fifth Avenue, and we've seen similar installations in the city in the morning when we walked, and they are in several locations from Fifth Avenue. This is one of them. It's not even completed yet, so I just left this year, and they're probably watching, of course, the tools, but if someone has bad intentions, they can grab that and go. This is pretty expensive piece of equity. Otherwise it looks pretty nice, and it's going to be finished soon, probably. This is the entrance to Apple Store. You see this glass structure there. The store itself is below the ground. From here we can also see Empire State Building, which is on 34th Street and Fifth Avenue, and we are on 59th. 25 blocks away, it's about a mile away from this at the top. It sounds windy, and oh look, this is another installation of the same idea and the same company that is sponsoring this, and this is actually what it is this is Fifth Avenue Balloons. Fifth Avenue Balloons, imagined by Van Cleef and Arthels, with Alexander Benjamin Nabbit. These are the colors of this company for the spring and summer season, and it looks pretty awesome with real flowers. It is pretty awesome the way it's designed. Welcome everyone, and thank you for your likes right away, and thank you for your shares. It's cool. It's almost like a child's drawing, but at the same time the colors are pretty awesome. This is Fifth Avenue on 59th Street. Plaza Hotel is, oh, it's a good angle, look. Again, Soho, good evening, beautiful it is. This is Plaza Hotel, and this is that super high new skyscraper on Fifth Avenue, on 57th Street, and that one is between 7th and 6th Avenues on 57th Street. Very, very thin and very, very tall. That one was involved into some sort of accident. The other winter, the green was all the way on top, and the wind was so strong in the green hit something on top, and huge pieces of metal were falling from there randomly around this area. That was not funny, but I guess now this building is completed, and whoever has units there are pretty happy. And that's the Plaza Hotel. Also, that curved building that you see right there. It has the same shape as the one next to Brown Park. It's curved on the bottom and it goes all the way up. Curved to the bottom. Since we walked Fifth Avenue up and down, even this morning, we're going to browse differently. This is East 58th Street. We're going to make a left turn and walk east. And why? Good evening to you, Jack. Good evening to you too. Thank you for your likes, and you can share the link to this stream and to anything else on our channel on your social media platforms as you please. Jack said there is so much bad news lately. Laura, yeah, hello. And welcome. We are streaming live. We are on East 58th Street between 5th Avenue and I believe Madison. This will never happen, Jack. Never. Madison Avenue and East 58th Street. And this is Madison Avenue northbound. And southbound. From here in the middle of the screens now you see Summit with that fantastic observation deck on top right there in the middle of the screens. Gina says beautiful views of the buildings. Yes, these buildings are fantastic. This is what Manhattan is all about. Tall buildings, skyscrapers, but Manhattan is so different. We should say Midtown Manhattan, because you go uptown, you will be in Harlem, and it's a completely different energy and completely different everything. And not just Harlem, there are so many different neighborhoods like Soho and villages and downtown and financial district. A guy in Soho says, keep the face, Jack. It's all gonna be alright. Jack says, I saw the observations app of the new World Trade Center while it was under construction. Oh wow. How did you get that blocking? Oh, that was cool. The firefighter gave them a tour. That was good. I mean, I'm sure it is one of the best views you can get. But definitely the tallest observation deck, probably, unless I'm not sure which one's the tallest. The Hudson Yards, the Edge, or the one in World Trade Center. Probably World Trade Center. Welcome everyone to our walk. We are walking eastbound. This is East 58th Street. We're going to zigzag around the streets and avenues to browse, basically. It's getting dark. A little darker than it was before. And local time in New York is 7:54 p.m. going to gravitate southeast, probably. And let's walk a little bit down Madison Avenue. It's Madison East 58th Street. Welcome everyone. If we're looking up, this is what we'll see. This is Midtown Manhattan. Yep, it's windy again, but really nice. It was nicer, of course, a few hours ago, but still not too bad. The crossing is 57th Street because we are east of 5th Avenue and therefore it's the East Street. West of 57 would be West Street. This is IBM building, by the way. And pretty cool if you stand right next to it and you look up. This is what you see. And this is the art that you see as you enter IBM building. Jack says was real good weather here when I'm right now. Where are you at, Jack? Very interesting art. Okay, we looked into IBM building here on Madison Avenue, East 57th Street. Madison Avenue around here is a lot of office buildings, a lot of big companies are locating their offices here. Hey Jason, hi, good evening. Happy Friday night to you in chat. Thank you, same to you. This is Madison Avenue, northbound. See, Madison Avenue is one-way northbound, and it alternates, and 5th Avenue was one-way southbound. some construction is going on here. And therefore we're going to walk through this corridor with the, oh look at this lighting effect, that's pretty cool. But it's not, that's excessive heat that's coming out of this portal right here. Something is being renovated around here, and therefore you see all these fences and a boring block, but it's going to be done in a moment as we cross East 55th. If you're not subscribed yet, please subscribe with all notifications so you can follow our channel, Live Walk in NYC. Thank you. And welcome everyone who's joining us right now. Also, if you'd like to support our channel, you can use super chats, super stickers, and after the stream is over, you can also use super thanks under any videos and streams you desire. Some art galleries there as well. That one across the street is Carlton Fine Arts Limited. We are on Madison Avenue, but we're going to zigzag into the next avenue to the east. Right now, Madison Avenue after hours looks pretty, I don't want to say boring, but less populated. This is East 54th Street. Nice to look up occasionally because you can see this way, you can see the buildings. Hey Marvin, hi Las Vegas, viva Las Vegas. Las Vegas is I think 3 hours behind New York, so it should be nice and sunny out there. Ah, that's a nice outdoor seating area for the restaurant that's located here, and this is also Christie's Sculpture Garden. Joanne, good night, good night. Lovely last Friday night in April. Enjoying the stream, thank you. Christie's is one of the major auction houses, Christie's and Sotheby's, I think the major two. And this is Christie's Sculpture Garden. We don't see sculptures outside, at least for now, but the garden looks amazing, especially all these lights and trees. Almost like, this looks almost like Christmas time. And look at the tall architecture around here. Jack, thank you so much for the super sticker. Thank you so much for supporting our channel. We really appreciate it, and we're glad you're enjoying the stream, and we hope you will continue enjoying our future streams too. Thank you so much. Yeah, it looks pretty awesome. From top to bottom. We don't want to get too close to people eating there, minding their own business, so we're not going to get too close, but we just want to show you some flowers here, and also tulips. A lot of tulips right now in New York City. And more outdoor spaces there. We're going to walk slow because we want to take a look at how they designed those. Couches and cushions and a very nice soft light. What restaurant is that? Oh, this is Nara 1. This is the entrance to the restaurant. That looks so romantic, says NY. Nice for date night. Yes, and date night would be awesome around here. But if you want to sit outside, it would probably be better if it was a little warmer. Joanne says, these tulips look pretty, and Gina says, that's cool. More high rises here. Well, you can tell this building here is definitely built in maybe 1930s, and these are probably very fresh. All glass.
Well, that's why I was calling you back, so we'll talk about that.
And this one across the street is also probably about 100 years old, maybe even a little more. It's getting darker, but plenty of illumination here in Manhattan. This is the next avenue to the east. This is Park Avenue. This is Park Avenue. This one is one of the new buildings too. Look, take a look. I think it looks pretty awesome from bottom to top. Crossing East 54th Street. This is Park Avenue and East 54th Street. More scaffoldings. Let's cross to get a better picture. Now we see MetLife building in the center of the screens, and behind MetLife building is Grand Central Terminal. Thank you so much for super chats and super stickers. Everyone, they support our channel and help it develop and grow in the right direction. Also, anyone can become a member for as low as $1 a month. You can support our channel by becoming a member, or more depending on your preference. Thank you so much for that too. And we have other links you can use. Ko-Fi is the most popular of them.
Sorry.
Now we see Summit at One Waterbuild, and in fact, if you, I don't know if the phone can do that, but see those 3 floors a little below the top? Those are actually the observation decks. Interactive, made out of glass and mirror, and those are awesome, awesome, awesome. We are on Park Avenue, approaching East 53rd Street. There's a lot of banks here as well, of course. If I look north, this is what we see. East 53rd Street and Park Avenue. Jack, how many people live in New York City walking on Let's see. How many people live in New York City? Some say 10 million or so, some say 12 million, some say around 15 million. I guess it depends on how you count. And I think it's impossible to count everyone who lives in New York, so I would estimate maybe between 10 and 15, between 12 and 15 million. It looks like the movie was being shot here, and maybe still, we'll see. We'll still see the camera working there. Oh wow. So we see the camera on the scooter and the actress in so.
Hi. Can I ask you not to film this, please?
Sure, I'm
Thank
sorry.
you so much.
I'm
No,
sorry.
I appreciate it.
No
Thank
problem.
you. It's just awkward.
Okay, so you heard we're not supposed to film it because it's such a big deal, okay. But there was some sort of a movie being shot. See, you walk in New York, you never know. Interesting. Yeah, I was about to wait until they come back and see who that was. Perhaps you would recognize, but we don't want to get in any sort of situation because we understand it's not supposed to be filmed. They have rights and we don't, so we will not. We're walking east to the next avenue. This is the Lobster Club. Look how fancy. A guy in Soho. Hey, that building with the 2 fountains is the Seagram building. Perhaps. Jack? Well, they didn't want you hanging out. Yeah, they didn't want us to film it. They saw the camera and they were like, alright. At least while on the internet. Yeah, we got a glimpse of it, but I guess the major stuff was filmed before and they just filmed a little bit, but it was funny. The guy with the camera was kind of on a, not on the scooter, but something that was moving, and this is how they were filming. It was pretty cool. It was a new technology being used. No more complicated structures they needed to put in place for the camera to move smoothly. This is Lexington Avenue. Lexington Avenue and 52nd, East 52nd Street. This is Lexington Avenue going north. South. You see Chrysler building right there in the middle? This is Chrysler building. East 52nd and Lexington. This is Midtown East. Yeah, you see Chrysler building right there in the middle. You can't mix it with anything else. It's very distinctive shape. We are on Lexington Avenue, walking southbound, streaming live from New York City. Thank you for watching. Thank you each and every one of you for watching our stream, and thank you for being subscribed. If you're not subscribed yet, you can hit that bell with notifications, all notifications, and this way you will never miss our streams. This is 51st Street Station downtown on the 6th line. Kids can grab a bite and you don't want to go eat inside, you can grab a donut, a bagel, or a coffee or something here. A guy in Soho. Good night, I'll catch another stream another day. Good night, a guy in Soho. We will see you later. Have a good night. Thank you for watching. fancy burger joint, very popular. Not fancy, but just popular, fancy. Sitting space upstairs and downstairs. I think they opened this recently, or maybe I'm mistaken. This specific location. This is Hotel Benjamin. Jack, thank you so much for the super sticker. Thank you so much. This is your second super sticker today, and we really appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. We are on Lexington and about to cross East 50th Street. This is East 50th Street. Another tall one is being constructed here. You see scaffoldings and just lights surrounding them, so you know, in case if it has to be seen by aircraft, for example, they will see that. This is East 50th Street. And we see Doubletree Hotel right there in the center of the screens, and this is Lexington looking north. Another entrance, larger entrance, bigger entrance to the C train downtown, 51st Street station. That's the subway. Crossing the street. Welcome, welcome everyone. We are walking streets of New York City on last Friday of April 2022. 8:22 p.m. in New York. We're walking southbound on Lexington Avenue. Now we're about to cross 49th Street, East 49th Street. This is East 49th Street. This used to be a hotel, but now it's closed and probably about to be renovated, or something good is going to happen to it because it's been very dark for a very long time. James, good evening. Welcome, welcome. Retail space for lease. A lot of stores went out of business or closed their locations, and there's still plenty, especially in more expensive areas of Manhattan. Plenty of open space, available space, but it's expensive, I guess, and that's why they stay empty for a pretty long time. Nothing is wrong with that at all. Oh, what's wrong with that hotel? Hard to tell. Perhaps it closed because it didn't have enough customers, or maybe the ownership changed, or maybe something else happened. inside for whatever reason. It's probably an old building that needs to be renovated just simply because it's old and living conditions there are substandard, and they probably couldn't find anyone or any company or real estate that would invest, but hopefully they will soon, and they can turn that building into a very gorgeous looking building, just like they do with a lot of buildings around the city. This is older architecture. Oh, it's pretty cool. Look, this is how they renovate the signage on the road. Garage Moto, hello from Brazil, boa noite. That's pretty cool. It looks worn out, and then they ride that thing over it, and it's brand new again. Oh, they're pretty fast too. What a piece of machinery. Oh look, and now they loading with the ink or the paint, whatever it is. And then they will continue. That's pretty awesome. That was nice to see. East 47th Street and Lexington Avenue. We are moving toward 42nd Street and toward Grand Central Terminal. Welcome everyone to the stream. Yeah, that was cool. That was real cool. And Chrysler Building is in front of us. What they were doing generates a lot of dust, a lot of stink too, and whatever they use, they should be wearing masks, but none of them three is wearing masks. I don't think they care about their lungs, but they should. Because if they do it constantly, it's really not that healthy at all. We're approaching East 46th Street. And Lexington Avenue. We're walking southbound, so the street numbers decrease. Lexington and East 46th Street. The street signs in Midtown are different from average street signs. They're larger, they're brighter, and it's probably designed for the tourists so they can navigate around Midtown area easier. 99-cent pizza is, yes, you can find 99-cent slice of pizza. in multiple locations in the city. Of course, it's not going to be as awesome as the slice of pizza that may cost you $3 or $3.50 or even $4 sometimes. But when you're hungry, this is pretty good. This is another retail space available, but right now they're having some sort of event or exhibit. And they're using the space. They probably rented this out for the evening. And that's a smart decision. Hey Roy, happy Friday evening to you too. Yes, this one is, what is this? 100 Small Works of Hope, it's called. Conducted by New York City Event Production and Consulting. Open to public daily 12 to 3 p.m. So right now it's not for general public, it's for probably businessmen and businesses and artists and whoever is conducting business with each other. Welcome everyone, we are streaming live, Walking NYC. If you discovered us recently, we invite you to subscribe with all notifications. Hit that bell and choose all notifications. In this way, you will never miss anything that's going on our channel. And thank you. Also, thank you so much for your super chats and your super stickers. They support our channel significantly, and we really appreciate for your support. Chrysler building is in front of us, and we approach it so we can see the top of it from different angle, different perspective. This is one of the post offices that is located next to Grand Central. Grand Central is a block ahead of us, and this one is Postal Service Grand Central Station. Zip code is 10017. United States Postal Service. Naramojo, greetings from Cleveland. Hey, greetings from New York. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, spring is always a good time, says Jack. Even though this year the spring is delayed, very delayed, it should be much warmer right now, and people still wearing jackets, warm jackets. The temperature will drop to about 47 degrees by 10 p.m. today, and this is 47, 50, and this is about 6 to 7 degrees Celsius. And for the end of April, this is really not the weather. Well, what happened to real spring? It's almost summer though, and hopefully at some point the temperature will just go up, and here we are, summertime. And yes, April went by fast. Time flies. Gray Bar is one of the restaurants here around Grand Central Terminal. And this is one of the entrances to Grand Central Terminal from Lexington Avenue at East 43rd Street.
And I'm actually like really
It's a magnificent building. Jack says it usually don't get warm till May. Yes, we're hoping and waiting. And where Gina's at, today is the last day of April here because it is Saturday, April 30th in Australia. Wine store is open late. Oh, that's another wine store right here. Oh, what a competition. See, from here you can get on the subway, all tracks, and of course, the main concourse. And this clock is showing Eastern Standard Time Zone, which is 8:36. It is a precise clock. It is 8:36. This is Grand Central Terminal. Not so many people right now because it's past peak time. It's 8:37. Summit is adjacent to Grand Central, and there is an entrance to the observation deck from here as well. And this is the main floor of Grand Central Terminal. With a beautiful ceiling showing all zodiac signs. And the building itself is phenomenal. Now that's a famous clock which is at the center of the floor where the information desk is. And let's see what they're promoting here. JP Morgan Tournament of Champions 2022. It is very interesting. They're going to actually install the tennis court in Vanderbilt Hall, which is right there. It's a space, fairly small space. How they're gonna do it, we don't know, but they're inviting a lot of tennis stars here. April 30th to May 7th. Very interesting. Camille Serme, Osahmeh, France 2020 champion. Mohamed El Shorbagi from Egypt, 2020 champion. I guess these winners of this tournament 2 years ago. Noor El Sharbini from Egypt as well, finalist, and Tarek Momen from Egypt, finalist. Of course, these are not the first class tennis stars, but totally professional tournament. Very interesting. Oh, wait a minute. This is not tennis. This is squash. Oops. Yes, this changes everything, of course, as far as the side of the court. So it's going to be squash, not tennis. My bad. Still, it is going to be located, I will show you in a moment. But let's take a look at, we're standing right here in the center of Grand Central Terminal. I'm showing you the 360. As well as this guy with the camera right there, standing there, and just pushing the button to take random pictures.
One last question. Where do I pay? I can't remember.
Jack says squash will be so noisy, yep, but it will definitely save him space. Tennis would not be possible. They don't have much space for tennis, but for squash, absolutely. Mauricio. Hi, me and my wife watching live here in Brazil. Send us a hi. You are doing a great job. Hey, Mauricio and Mauricio's wife watching us from Brazil. Boa noite. Thank you so much for watching our stream and welcome. And don't forget to subscribe if you're not subscribed yet. Please subscribe with all notifications. This way you will enjoy our streams in the future as well. Obrigado. This is Wonderbelt Hall, and actually it starts on April 30th, and which is tomorrow. Interesting. So they have box office, of course, but the hall itself is right there. We'll take a look. Box office. They don't tell us how much the tickets are. We will be curious. So they have the whole tournament scheduled here. We see there are players from Egypt, Scotland, England, France, Colombia, USA, Swiss, Czech Republic, Canada, Hong Kong, that's pretty much it. But yeah, okay, interesting. So they will be selling tickets right here. Jack says there are some good squash players from Afghanistan. So we see they all prepared. They have lights, they have cameras, and this is actually, wow, they turn it into the stadium. How fantastic that is. They're still working on the final touches, but look at that. They have seats. And they have more seats right there. You see them behind the glass against the wall. And here, so let's estimate. Probably a couple of hundred seats for sure. Hard to tell, maybe like 300 seats. And this is the actual space where they're going to play. Nicholas, pleasant good night to you too. Jack says, I saw a documentary on a squash player girl from Afghanistan. How cool. And more seats behind this glass as well. You can see a little bit of it. So you see seats pretty much around the court. Here on the side, against the wall there, and more on the left right there as well.
July, August, and October, 2024.
Very cool. And this is how it looks like from here. So if you're in New York and you're a fan of squash, this place will be for you for the whole week. So the dates here saying May 1 to 1st to 7th, 2022. It's amazing how things can transform in New York in no time. Yeah, there's going to be a squash tournament here in Grand Central Station in Vanderbilt Hall from May 1st to May 5th. JP Morgan Tournament of Champions. Oh, of course, anything has to be connected to any event, to a souvenir shop, and this one will be definitely a official merchandise store. Right here, it's not ready yet, but will be. It's pretty much done. We just need to bring some merchandise. And this mannequin, of course, will be dressed into a fancy t-shirt and pants and maybe even a hat. This all will take place in this space of Grand Central that's called Vanderbilt Hall. Beautiful Grand Central Terminal. And Jack says needs a hat for sure. I'm sure it will have a hat for sure. See New Haven line departures to Connecticut and Harlem line departures to Harlem and upstate New York. This is what Grand Central Terminal is for. And here, standing by this world famous clock in the middle of Grand Central, where so many movies were made around here, and so many more will most likely be. We will remind you one more time that we don't have a permanent schedule, so you should be subscribed with all notifications, and this way you will always know when we're streaming or when we're posting our videos. So if you're not subscribed yet, we're inviting you to subscribe to our channel. Thank you very much. And also, as always, We want to thank you for watching. We want to thank you so much for your super chats and your super stickers. Just a reminder that when you watch any of the videos after, or live streams after they're finished, there is a super thanks heart that can be found underneath the stream or video, and that can also be used if you would like to donate to the channel. With all that, we're going to say good night for today. We had 2 streams, one in the morning, one in the evening. Jack, thank you so much once more. Jack is our super sticker champion today. Jack donated 3 super stickers during this stream to us, to our channel, and we super really appreciate it. Thank you so much, Jack. We will say goodnight for now, but hopefully sooner rather than later we will be streaming again. Also, we're planning to stream on Sunday morning. We're planning to stream New York 5-borough bike tour, somewhat between maybe 8 in the morning and 10 or 11. We'll see how it goes. If we make it there, it should be very, very interesting. We should be somewhere in Midtown and streaming from there. This is in our plans, immediate plans. And other than that, we want to wish you a pleasant evening or a pleasant morning, depending on where you are in the world. Nadamojo, good night. Thank you, you're welcome. Gina, thanks, El. Take care, everyone. James, have a safe trip home, El. Thank you so much, all of you. We will, and we'll see you soon. In the meantime, thank you again for your time, enjoying our stream and walking New York City with us. Jack, have a pleasant evening as well, and thank you again for all of your support. Thank you. Joanne, good night and goodbye, everyone. Thank you, El. You're welcome. NY, good night, El. Good night, NY. Jack, namaste. We will see you later. 12 brothers, hi. Good evening, and thank you too. Have a pleasant evening, or morning, or day, or night, depending on where you are in the world. And live walking NYC. Until next time, over and out. Goodbye.